The radio started talking before the shooting did. Short bursts of traffic, overlapping calls, voices tight with urgency. I was crouched behind a low wall, scanning my sector, when I realized something was wrong, simply because too many people were speaking at once. Then the first rounds hit. They came from the hillside overlooking our position, accurate and deliberate. Stone chipped off the wall, inches from my face. I dropped lower, pressed in, tight, and returned fire toward the muzzle flashes. I could barely see through the haze. Someone called out a direction. Someone else called for spacing. The noise built fast. We were exposed in ways we had not expected. The terrain we thought protected us suddenly felt shallow and fragile. I shifted positions twice, in under a minute, firing, moving, listening for commands that cut through the chaos. My world narrowed to the wall in front of me, the slope beyond it, and the constant crack of rounds overhead. The radio would not stop. Requests for status, calls for support, reports coming in fractured and incomplete. I forced myself to breathe slowly and respond clearly when my turn came. Position holding. Ammo good. No casualties on my side. Saying it out loud made it feel more real, like I was confirming it to myself as much as to anyone else. The enemy fire intensified, pushing closer. I could hear rounds snapping past, close enough to register as pressure rather than just sound. Fear was there, sharp and immediate, but it stayed controlled. I had to focus on fundamentals. Sight alignment. Trigger, press, short bursts. Reset. That muscle memory is what keeps you grounded. After what felt like an eternity, support finally came online. The sound of heavier fire changed the whole rhythm of the fight. The hillside went quiet in stages, resistance breaking apart instead of stopping all at once. Even then, we stayed locked in, covering our sectors, waiting for that one last trick that sometimes comes right at the end. It never did. When the shooting finally stopped for good, my ears rang and my jaw ached from clenching it so tight. I checked my weapon, then the men around me. Everyone was dirty, tired, but still standing. The radio finally calmed down, reduced to short confirmations and instructions to hold our position. Later, when we finally moved out, I realized how much I had relied on that constant radio noise to stay anchored. In the middle of all that chaos, it was the one thing that proved we were still connected, still functioning as a single unit. Silence came after, and like it always does, it felt so much heavier than the fight itself. Thanks for listening. If this story meant something to you, hit that like button and subscribe for more.